Hello everyone, welcome to this video. So now I'm going to show you how to insert an image onto your web page. So what you'll need to do is you will need to simply use the image tag. So you type in img just like that, and it does not have an ending tag. Alright, so for example, this header has a header opening which is h1 and it ends like this, but this one does not have an ending tag. So you just type in img just like that. Then we are going to use the src attribute. So I have an image called mountain, and I'm going to type in mountain.jpg. So mountain.jpg. So now if we save this and if we refresh the page, you'll notice that, let me make sure that I have typed in the name of the image correctly. So it's called mountains. So mountains.jpg. So make sure that you type in the name of the image, then dot, then the extension. So for example, if your image is PNG, you'll have to type in PNG instead of JPG. Alright, so now I'm going to save it and refresh it. You'll notice that I have inserted that image right here. Now we can simply, adjust the width and the height of the image. So this is the old way, alright? So this is the obsolete way. So you simply type in width and you open two quotation marks and you put, for example, 400, and you have the height just like that. You can do this. So height equals to, let's say, 400, just like that. So you can type in width and height just like this, and if you refresh it, you'll notice that it will be resized, but this is the obsolete way. Alright, so now they use the style attribute. So for example, so if I save this like this and if I refresh it, this is the default size of the image, but we want to make it smaller. So what they use instead of the width and the height, they use the style. So they type in style, then equals to, then two quotation marks, and they type in width just like that, then colon, and they put the width that they want. So I'm going to make the width 400 pixels, and just like that. Then they put a semicolon there, then space, then they type in height, colon, then they type in 390 pixels, for example, and they put a semicolon there. Now if I save this and if I refresh it, you'll notice that it will be resized. So now we can maybe increase the height. So I'm going to reduce the height around 250 pixels and save it. Now if I refresh it, you'll notice that we have resized it and we have inserted the image on our web page. And also you can insert images from Google. For example, I can open google.com, so google.com, and I can click on images and I can search for example, nature. A lot of people, what they do is they click on the image and they copy the link. They right click here and they copy the image address, and when they insert it, it does not work. So it's wrong. What you'll need to do is you'll need to click on the image and you'll need to open the original website, and this is the original website. So what you can do now is you can copy the link here. So it says copy image address. Alright, so you copy the image address and then you come here and you can paste the image address in the source. So I'm going to use the image tag again. So image tag, then source, and I'm going to paste that link there, and then I'm going to use the style again. So I'm going to use the same, so I'm going to copy the same style from here and paste it here. So now if we close this, we'll have two images. So save it Now refresh it. You'll notice that this is the first image and this is the second one. So I want this image to go underneath the other image. So what I can do is after this first image, I can use the BR. So less than sign BR, just like that. Save it. Now it will go underneath it. Alright everyone, so now we have inserted two images. This is an image that we have inserted from our computer, and we inserted this from a website on Google. Alright everyone, so I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, let me know, and I'll see you all later. Bye bye.